I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran has mentioned that this book was from other than God. We have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified, and then he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was the son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is after all why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Today I was checking the comments and I found a Muslim. Muslims are very nice people and they are very loving. I mean, there's no exception. All of them, they share one thing, that they love you. So this Muslim here, his name is Musa Awad. He said, "You are cursed by Allah." Thank you, Musa. I'm so glad that I'm cursed by Allah. That means I am in the right place. Because the one who is going to be blessed by Allah, that means he is blessed by the devil, and we'll prove it for you. He said, Satan is still alive, and he cursed too like you. I find it very funny that Allah is cursing himself, because Allah in the Quran, he identifies himself as Satan. If we go right now to the Quran, and we ask ourselves, what's Satan? Who's Satan? According to the Quran, Satan is the one who provides wine. He make wine. Allah make wine, and you have rivers of it. Who is Satan? Satan is the one who spread hatred between you. Chapter 5, verse number 91. Satan is the one who spread hatred. It's in front of you, this is not me. Now I'm going to read exactly. Enmity and hatred. What Satan he do? He spread hatred and enmity. And what? Wine. Like the translation here that we drunk, that's false. In Arabic it says al-khamr. See it? And gambling. Allah, he promotes gambling. How? Muhammad, he says, my nation will be 73 sects. Only one of them is the right one. Gambling. So you join Islam, you're playing cards, and those cards, only one card will win. Not like when people play cards, as I remember, it's divided for 4, and I think the total number is 52, so you divide it to 4, and then that is your share. So your share is 25% of winning. In Islam, your share is 1 to 73. Gambling, wine, and spreading hatred. Okay, so this is the shaitan now. Will Allah do the same? The same chapter. It says in chapter 5, verse number 14, Allah will spread hatred and enmity. Between who? Between the Christians. Until the day of judgment. The same chapter, the same Satan, the same person, Allah. Satan and Allah, they are totally in total agreement. Both, they spread hatred. And, as you see, we can change the translator if you don't like this one. All of them, they are liars. They're trying to duct tape and cover the ass of Allah. May Allah bless you. But for me, it doesn't work because Arabic is my first language. If we change the Yusuf Ali as an example, it says, from those who call themselves Christians, we did take a covenant, but the Christians, they never have a covenant. What covenant? If you ask a Muslim now, what covenant? This is how we confuse this stupid Muhammad. Covenant. Okay, but they forgot a good part of it. All right? The message we send them, so we string them with enmity and hatred. Okay, hold on. All mankind, in any religion, they forgot and they practice wrongly. Except in Islam. If you practice wrongly, Allah will spread hatred between us, which is exactly what Satan does. Let's go back to the same chapter. Same chapter. Chapter 5, verse number 14. And this is chapter 5, verse number 91. Allah, he spread hatred and enmity. And you have rivers of wine, those in different verses about the heaven of Allah and vagina and endless penis and women boobs, so they all look like a cube. So we see that Allah and Shaitan, they share the same ethic. If somebody, he is wrong, isn't this why God supposedly he sent messengers to warn them? So what is the benefit of this satanic God to spread hatred and enmity? Is that going to bring them to God? You see, in Christianity, Jesus said, I came for the sick, not for the healthy. That makes sense. You bring the doctor for someone who is sick. Muhammad and his God, they have a plan for you. According to Muhammad, you are sick. And Allah will make you more sick. And he will spread hatred in your heart. How that will help the society and how that will help Islam. Or the target of the good God, obviously this God is a satanic, filthy God. The one who spread hatred, obviously Shaitan, even the same chapter, as you see. Then he continues, guy, after cursing me, thank you very much, I'm so proud that I'm being cursed by Muslims. That's mean I'm in the right path. The Prophet Muhammad successfully completed God's final mission for all kind. Prophet Muhammad will be the leader of mankind in the judgment day. And that will be very funny. So why Jesus is coming back? And why he's dead? And why he asked you to pray for him? Potato. As long as he is successfully, and he will be leader, and then he says to you, pray for me, to Allah give me the first place. Pray for me. But let's focus on this stupid statement here. Muhammad will be the leader for mankind in the day of judgment. Let us go to the stupid hadith and dialogue. This is your Yellow Pages book, another Yellow Pages. And here it says that all of you Muslims are at risk. And none of your religion, ritual, practice, prayer, hajj, all the garbage you do, kissing black stone, licking it, sucking it, will help you. Abu Hurairah, the father of the cats, he said, this is what Hurairah mean. And they call him this way because he used to molest cats. Abu Hurairah reported that Allah Messenger saying, none of you will be rescued by his work. Take a note. none of you will be rescued by his work. And this will destroy everything Muhammad said, because Muhammad, he says, if you pray, if you say the name of Allah, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, 100 times, Allah forgive your sin as they are, even if they are the same as the foam of the ocean. Hold on. Who is the donkey here? We will go back to this one. That's when everything Muhammad said is a fraud. Because either Muhammad, he agreed with Muhammad, or Muhammad is two people. And he's stupid to the point he say things against himself. Whoever recite this is 100 times in the morning and the evening will not suppressed in the day of resurrection. See how easy it is? You go, you cheat, you lie, you do whatever you want. Huh? And then you say, glory to Allah subhanahu wa bihamdi. You have to say in Arabic, by the way. So you say in English doesn't work. Because Allah is an Arabic guy. He's an Arab, potato. So Alhamdulillah, you say it 100 times, brother, and then you are going to be suppressed in the day of resurrection. So Muhammad, you just quote for me a hadith says that people, they will come to Muslims asking for intercession. Who need Muhammad? I just say it 100 times. And then the stupidity of Muhammad continue. And by the way, you have to say it in Arabic. You see it says recite in Arabic. Do you see it? Do you see it? Can you read? It says it means in case your vision is bad like Muhammad, you know. The guy, he could not figure out which is the nose and which is the woman, his wife, or private part. So I seek forgiveness by Allah and repent to him. Recite this 100 times in Arabic, brother, you end the day. Okay? Don't recite it in Urdu or in Turkish, Aman Rabbi Aman 100 times. It doesn't work. It has to be in Arabic, brother. Okay? And the same here, the same here, the same here, the same here. It's garbage. So even if it was equal to the foam of the ocean, your sin, you see how much foam in the ocean? Each time the waves come, they make foam. Even if your sin is the same as the ocean foam, by saying such a statement, and look, you have to say it in Arabic. La ilaha illa lahu, alhamdulillah, wa sharika lahu. It's a different sentence now. Before it was a different sentence. Now this is additional one. You can take this one or that one. Take one, brother. Okay? And then lahu, maku, wa rika, ahu. And that's why Muslims, when they call me, they sound like speaking Arabic, but they don't know Arabic. That's why I laugh at them, because I read this. La ilaha illahu, wahdahu, la sharika lahu, lahu malaku, wa halu lahu, hamdu, wa huwa ala kulli shittin kadir. Okay, take me here. This is what they read for me. They don't know Arabic. Okay? So what will happen if you say that? Allah forgive your sin, even if brother, if they are equal to the form of the ocean. Take me here. So what you quote for me about the Muslim, they will come to Muhammad to intercede is a joke. Read it and laugh at yourself. And then put it in front of this hadith where it says that none of your work will rescue you. So the hadith you gave me is against this hadith, and this hadith is against the rest of the hadith, and your Prophet Muhammad is a shish kebab hummus. Your Prophet is like a fly fell down in the hummus in the dish of Christian prince, and he smashed it. And then Muhammad disappeared inside the hummus. And I challenge you to find Muhammad again. So none of you will be rescued by his work. So all the prayer you do is a false. All the hajj you do is false. Kissing the black stone. Brother, that's so good, brother. It used to be vagina one day. And this is the clitoris of Allah. This is explained the nice taste. Allahu Akbar. And then he was asked, if not even he would. Which means, if this is his case too, he said, not even I. Unless Allah cover me with his mercy. Do you see it? Islam is a gambling. A moment of truth. I don't know why Muhammad said that now, because that is destroying everything he tried to build. Doing hajj, giving him money, donate to him so he can get more women and more boys and more little babies to have sex with them. It turned to be all of this is a scam. And as you see, even him. Just continue. It's based on the mercy of Allah. Now we talk about curse. This guy said, in the Quran said, chapter 33, verse number 57, indeed those who abuse Allah and his messenger, Allah has cursed them in this world and the hereafter. But can you explain to me then why Muslims' countries are miserable? Why all Muslims decide to fly out of the Middle East and out of Muslim countries to go to the Kuffar land as long as they are cursed? Why their life is better? Why their street is clean? Why their health is better? Why people live longer? If we compare between the average age of somebody living in England and somebody living in Pakistan or Bangladesh, who is the one more cursed? So obviously your curse is not working. But today we are going to talk about cursing. So we can laugh. Shall we? Curse in Islam is used always as a terrorist threat. You know, people who live in that time and until now, there's many, they are superstition. Anything happened to you, you start to figure it out, oh, you know, I did something wrong, oh, etc. You know, superstition. So Muhammad, he tried to install fear in the heart of the people. So he said, as an example, the following. In order to make them follow him.
Says, what does being cursed by Allah and the Prophet ﷺ mean? Does this mean there is no hope for that person? First of all, the scholars defined Allah's curse, or in Arabic is known as al-la'n, to be expelling someone from Allah's mercy. And this is only given to major sins. So when the Prophet...
Remember, right, guys, it's given only for major sin, brother. Please take a note. This is only given for major sin, brother. Are we listening? For major sin. And now he is going to tell you the major sin. In Islam, if you have sex with a child, it's not a major sin. If you kidnap your neighbor wife, she is a Jew or a Christian or a Hindu, this is not major sin. This is your right. If you kill or humiliate or spit or harm someone who is a Christian in the street or a Jew or a Hindu or atheist, this is not a sin. If a man lied to his wife and the wife lied to her husband, this is not a sin. So what is major sin? Listen carefully.
For example, major sins. So when the Prophet ﷺ, for example, curses women who pluck their eyebrows.
Did you hear the major sin, brother? Did you hear the major sin, brother? The Muslim women who take hair from their eyebrows or from their face. That's deep. That's mean all Muslim women, they will go to hell. I never saw a Muslim woman, she don't have clean face from the hair. You know, especially in the Middle East or in Pakistan, people are hairy. So if women, she leave hair in her face, she would look like a goat. She would look like a man, especially like, exactly like a man. All Muslim women, they take hair from their face. That means no Muslim woman should go to heaven. I'm going to open my Skype because I want a Muslim who have little knowledge or big knowledge to help us. Maybe we can find somebody who can explain. I will take maybe 1, 2 calls. If there's any Muslim can tell us why a woman taking hair from her face is a major sin, you are welcome to call me immediately. And I will be happy to listen to you. I'm opening my Skype right now. I want to know how in the world that a woman taking hair from her face is a major sin and she will go to hell. My Skype is open. And any Muslim who would like to join us, please feel free. You know, when I say stupidity is amazing, I have a clear reason for that. This is amazing stupidity. Who in the world would believe such a garbage? The guy, he just mentioned the word major sin. So the second you hear that, you think this is maybe a fornication. Maybe they're, insulting Allah or his prophet. No, it turned to be that this female woman, she take hair from her face. Any Muhammadan would like to join us? Why, if a female, Muslim female, she take hair from her face? Let us go and search in the internet for famous Muslim females. Who is famous Muslim female? Somebody give me a name. Or those who they claim to be Muslims in YouTube, all of them, they have no hair on their face. And some of them even, they have the eyebrows is even drawn by a pen. They took the whole hair off. Let us take a good Muslim who support gays and lesbian and abortion. Okay. Man, she took her eyebrows totally. Look what is left here. Nothing left. Few hair just left. Oh boy. And look, she's wearing hijab. We have to be honest here. I mean, it's true she have a lot of makeup and she took hair from her face, and she's cursed by Allah now. But, maybe she does not know. Somebody had to call her. Fifi Abdu. By the way, Fifi Abdu is one of the biggest whores in Egypt. And she go to Hajj. Hold on. Fifi Abdu. All the hookers in the Middle East, after they sleep with every man in the world, they end their career by going to do Hajj. And now she is a Hajji? Fifi Abdu. Wow. She is in the Hajj, brother, and she is praying to Allah. Brother. Yeah. Look at that. Look. Faith is coming out from every place. She is now in the Hajj, and look, she's taking pictures of the Hajj. If we take the word Hajj out of the search engine, what we will find? We just have to change the word. Oof. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man. Oh boy. She is a very well-known belly dancer, in case you do not know, who almost wear nothing when she dances. But anyway, she go to Hajj, and then she gets the black stone, and she touched the Yemeni corner, and then all her breast sin is forgiven. Okay? She went to Hajj, brother. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Yeah. Have you ever seen a Muslim woman, she have thick? If you see them have thick, very thick, you can tell they never touch their eyebrows. That's mean they are following Islam. If they have mustache, that's mean really they are following Islam. If they don't, they are throwing Muhammad and his false teaching under the bus. Because as you see, if a woman, she shave her mustache, or she take hair from her eyebrows, this is a major sin from Allah, in the front of Allah, and you will be punished for that. And as you see, the guy, he described it himself as a major sin. It's not me.
The Prophet ﷺ, for example, curses women who pluck their eyebrows or can attach attachments and extensions to their hair. Or
guys, brother, you want to piss Allah off? You want to piss him off? Attach something to your hair. This God is so case sensitive. He don't get upset if you rape women. He don't get upset if you have sex with children like Aisha. You don't have sex if you spy with the neighbor wife, another wife. He get upset if your wife, she put attachment to her hair. What's the problem with this guy? What is the reason for that? Any Muslim can tell me? My Skype is open until now. There's nobody texting me. Any Muslim can tell us why Allah will be upset. We have a Muslim saying to me, are you scared? But this is like an old text from yesterday. Let's see, maybe we can call him. He's saying to me, are you scared? I'm very scared. I'm terrified. It says he's not online. Okay? Maybe his wife, she's taking hair from her face. Any Muslim can tell us why, if a woman, she take hair from her face, this is a major sin, and she will go to hell. What is the reason exactly? What is behind it? Any Muhammadan? You Muslims, you like your wife to have a mustache? You like to kiss men, don't you? That's why your Prophet was kissing everybody's mouth. Starting from the backstone, the mouth of the vagina of Allah. So when this guy, he speak about major sin, you need to take it seriously. This is how strict this religion is. And then you will see a woman, she converted to Islam, she have 10,000 kilograms of makeup. She take hair from her face, she color her hair. They don't know what Islam's about. They don't know Islam is the most stupid cult ever. Was Muhammad bald? Her friend, he was bald or not, that won't change anything, I don't know. According to Muslims, you have long hair, so what bald? And long hair or bald will not change anything. Doesn't make you bad if you have long hair, or good, or if you're bald. What does that have to do with anything? Are you a bully? You want to bully people because of their look? We judge people by how they look like? No, we judge people by how they act like. So any Muslim can tell us why somebody like Muhammad is cursing women who take hair from their faces. So if we imagine how Aisha she used to be, let me try to do this. Hold on. So I found I think a woman. Let's see here. Okay, this is a woman. She is a practicing Islam. She did exactly what the Prophet told her to do, and now this woman she will go to heaven. Is that a man or a woman? I don't know. Yeah, it's a man. It's a woman actually. It's a woman. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Yeah. This is how you can make a prophet and his God Allah happy by growing hair and your beard and your mustache. Okay. Okay. Now I know why they cover the face, man. I was thinking of something else. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to find them, the women who they are following the Prophet, because they are taking hair from the face. Well, if I found a Muslim woman. No, this is not a woman. But I mean, they look the same almost. I mean, they are going to look the same. At the end of the day, they will look the same if they follow the Prophet teaching. Look, they look happy, by the way. All of them look happy. They're blessed. Well, that's good. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So beautiful. The Prophet, he wants you to be beautiful. Never shave your beard. Never take hair from your face. And you're okay. Any Muslim have an answer why Allah will be upset if a woman she take hair from her face? What's exactly bothering him? And if this is the case, why Muhammad shaved his face? How come a Muslim man he can shave, but a Muslim woman she cannot? The Muslim they will say to you, because you are changing the way Allah he made you look like. Okay. How come the women she cannot change the way Allah make her look like, but you Muslim men you can do so? Any Muslim can tell us? Do you see the stupidity? Do you see the hypocrisy? Do you see this madman Muhammad? He liked men. Even when he married women, they like them to be hairy. They like them to have mustache, long beard, hair all over their face. He enjoy it. I'm searching. Trying to find answer as long as Muslims point us. Maybe we can find something. I know the answer, but just to share with you. Okay, we found the fatwa. Take a beer. Muslim they don't want to call? Who care? Women cutting their hair and removing facial hair. And this is the fatwa number, or publication number. 2001. This is new. MashaAllah. The hair is still there. Question. I'm doing a project on Muslim women, and I would like to know, what is the ruling concerning Muslim hair? Ruling concerning Muslim hair? I mean, this guy, you have to be his nose in everywhere, even your anus, because there's hair too there. Okay. Is she allowed to cut it as much as up to her shoulder or not? What the heck? Allah will decide for how long it's going to be, brother. He decides even the model, the fashion, the style. And what about facial hair? Is it haram to get rid of it or not? Please answer. Huh? And pray my Imam is strong. No, your Imam is weak, life, prophet. Praise be to Allah, the Almighty, the All-Aggressive, the All-Merciful, the All-Criminal. The question including two issues. The ruling of cutting women hair. Look what they are quoting for us, Sheikh Ibn Baz. Why you don't quote your prophet, Abdul? They are quoting Ibn Baz, you idiot. See fatwa number, etc. And here it says, we know of nothing wrong, but that should be done in a proper manner, which will please you and your husband. Aha, okay. So cutting hair is okay for now. And he's talking about haircut and etc. But let's go to removal of the face from the face. Remove of hair from the face. But women should avoid resemble kafir women. Man, all the fashion style is coming from the kafir women. Or immoral women. Muslim women are very moral. Okay, hey, continue then. Let's see what it says. Hair, face removal, face. Okay, here we go. The standard community was asked about women removing facial hair. And they replied as follows. It's okay for women to remove hair on the upper lip. You can. Lies. We're talking about the face. Okay. Calves and arms. But it's not the same as blocking eyebrows, for which is forbidden. Look at this idiot. I mean, we are just moving 2 inches higher, and now it's forbidden. So the woman now, she's saying, the sheikh, that she can take hair from her mustache, but she cannot take hair from her eyebrows. What is the reason? As long as I can take hair, I can take hair. Either I cannot. If the reason is, I'm not allowed to change the way Allah made me look like. So what is this? Do we have any Muhammad in here? And then he says, Abdul Aziz ibn Baz, they are not even reading what the Prophet says, they are reading what Sheikh says. They are copy paste, they are covered. It's look like this is the Prophet now. Abdul Aziz ibn Baz, ibn Potato, he said, and that's it. They don't even quote what the Prophet said. And this is a false statement. Any Muslim can support what they are saying or go against it. Anyone? Any Abdul? Nobody? Let us go to the Sheikh in the video because he can help us better. Because here, I mean, this is really a very funny, stupid answer. If you take your eyebrows here, that's deep. So it's a major sin, we got that.
Attachments and extensions to their hair, or those who do tattoos, etc. This is from the Prophet ﷺ asking Allah Azza wa Jal to expel them from His mercy, which means that this is a major sin.
Oh boy.
Or these are major sins. So this is when the curse of Allah Azza wa Jal takes place. And this only takes place over major sins. And this is why when scholars defined major sins, they said that it is any sin that Allah Azza wa Jal has cursed the one who does it, among other conditions. So one of the first conditions is to gain Allah's curse for doing such a sin. Now, having said that, humans may curse. So I may curse.
Okay. Well, it's a curse religion anyway. Islam is a curse. So listen carefully. Muhammad is cursing people, and Muslims, they are saying, because Muhammad, he cursed the one who do this is a major sin. So the Muslims, they don't follow Allah. They follow what Muhammad said. And look like Allah is Muhammad. Because if Muhammad, he invoke curse on you, it's a must. That's it. And now he decide what is major sin, what is not. Because if we go in the Quran, we don't find anywhere it says that women, she cannot move hair from her face. The Quran said that Muslims, or anyone, who change the way, the look of Allah, is being satanic. He is being satanic. Satan, he said, verily, I will mislead them. This is chapter 4, verse 119. I will arouse in them false desire, and certainly I will order them to slit the ear of the cattle. And indeed, I will order them to change the nature created by Allah. Get this taken out. If you change the nature which is created by Allah, like I'm talking about the physical appearance, that is Satan's order. But does that mean Muhammad is Satan? Why? Let's go to the hadith. Muhammadan, Muhammad, he ordered the Muhammadan to color their hair blonde, red actually. Let us see some hadith. Remember the Quran says, if you change the way Allah he made you, you are following shaitan. Allah, he created the Arab with black hair, generally speaking. Muhammad, he don't like Muslims to color their hair black. And Muhammad, he said that the one who color his hair black, he will never enter heaven. Do you see it? And this is sahih. This is sahih. They can't play the game of weak and daif and the garbage they do. So Muhammad, he claiming that signs, one of the signs of the day of judgment is you coloring your hair by black. Okay. What is the reason? Supposedly you are changing the way Allah made you. But Muhammad, he ordered his followers, and he used to do so, by red color. Let us show you some hadith. And we will try our best to show you only what is called authentic, so they will not play the game of weak and this typical religion. As an example, in this hadith here, it says that Abu Bakr and Umar, they used to use henna. Thabit told that when Anas, not Enos, this is Anas by the way, some people read Enos, it's very pretty close, was asked whether the Prophet dyed his hair, he replied, if I had wanted to count the hair, the hair which were in his head, I could have done, which means he have a very few of them, they are like white, according to this guy. Adding to that, he did not dye his hair. In version, he said, added that Abu Bakr dyed his hair with henna. And Omar, he did the same. And this is here Sahih Muslim. Let us show you the hadith. So we can laugh more. Remember, if you change the way Allah he made you look like, you are going to go to hell. Read with me. I went with my father to the Prophet. He had locks hanging down as far as the loops of the ears, stained with henna. And he was wearing a green garment. So, if you color your hair black, it is haram. If you color your hair red, it is halal. You want to be a redhead. If you change the way Allah He made you look like, you are going to go to hell. I mean, how we can match all those things? Isn't you changing how Allah made you? Let's say you have a gray hair now. Will this Allah, He created you this way. When you get older, you have a gray hair, stay with it. Why you are changing the color? And He is using what women they use to color His hair. He is using henna. This is why if we go and search in Prophet Google, peace be upon him, I'm just trying to find the Shirk. You search, you find nothing but women. Let's see, try to find some Shirks. Yeah, here we go. I just found you how Muslim Sheikhs following the steps and the teaching of Allah Prophet, how they look like. So look at this. This is how Muhammad used to make his beard and his hair. Do you see it? Do you see it? Look at the other guy. Things is even getting better. Look at the other guy. Oh, mommy, mommy blue, oh, mommy red. Oh, mommy, it is messed up. Oh, mommy, mommy, oh, mommy. What the heck is that? Oh, mommy. I mean, they have a black hair, obviously. They are Middle Eastern. What the heck is that? Oh, mommy. It's beautiful, by the way. Look at this guy. He lost like half of the left side of his face. Teeth, like, you know, they're gone. This is how Muhammad used to do it. This is why they are doing it exactly as you see. And this is really good. It make you look really handsome. I mean, if you think about it, I don't know, like, you know, you just think about it. And look like here, the color is new. You know, like by time start the gray coming back, but then when you make it brand new, so this is how you have to do it. Not only red, not only henna, it has to be so red. Look at this. Muhammad, he don't like to have a black hair. He like to be redhead. So how if a woman she color her hair, she go to hell? If a woman she take her hair eyebrows from her face, she go to hell. And this is the reason is, Shaitan, he says, that I will make them change the way they look like. And then we find that Muhammad, he shaved his hair from his body. He used sugar to shave it. He colored his hair. Isn't this the changing the look of Allah? Not only that. As long as the Quran says that Shaitan will make the human change the way they look like. This is what? This is the plan of Satan. This is the plan of Satan. He will make them slit the ears. Well, isn't it you Muslim women put earring? Why you put earring? Isn't this changing the way Allah made you look like? What about circumcision then? Do you see the stupidity? So you are haram, brother, haram to change the way Allah He made you look like, and then we find that they go and they cut their penis. And by the way, in the translation, they say that he used to use henna. Mostly the Arab, when Muhammad, he used to use something called wars and zaffaran. I don't know if you know zaffaran. I think most of you know what zaffaran is. His beard is what? Yellow. He used what? Wars, between to bracket, a plant of yellow color in Yemen. And saffron. But if a woman, she take care from her face, she's going to go to hell. But Muhammad, why? Because she's changing the way Allah He made her look like. Now we go to circumcision. As long as it's from Satan, to change anything Allah He made you look like. How Muslim they can explain, you know, to be circumcised. And by the way, Muhammad never been circumcised. When a Muslim he says to you, oh, you know, Paul, he did not, you know, he said we should not do circumcision. This is false, by the way. It's not Paul. All the disciples agreed that what it was for the Jews, it was for the Jews. That was a covenant for children of Abraham. Here we have Muhammad trying to copy the Jews. But this is against what you are teaching. You are saying that we cannot change the way Allah He made us look like. And if Muslims they follow the steps of Abraham, he used an oxy to cut his penis. Now this is very usual because people at that time they used to have a long one. You put your penis on the table, and then you have you know, like you actually in Arabic it says qaddum. This is how Abraham circumcised himself. He put his penis on the table, and bingo, and he cut and he never missed. So I'm not going to think about it, by the way, because this is really weird. I mean, the guy, even if you have a penis of an elephant, you don't use an axe. What about a knife? I mean, what did you miss? I mean, you use this thing, if your penis maybe like 7 foot, and then this little skin is going to be like maybe 2 inches, so you will never miss because that's it here, you know? But you use this to do circumcision. I mean, how big this guy, you know, he was? Adam, he was 6th floor, 7th floor tall. So you can imagine how big his penis is. So I can say maybe Adam will use this, you know? I mean, even this will not work because it must be so wide and so, you know, I'm not going to describe it. If you are like, you know, 6th floor tall, If you remember the hadith, where it says that Allah, He created Adam, he was 60 arm tall. So if he is 60 span tall, how tall is his penis? Maybe in the size of maybe hijab. You look like a penis anyway. So in one hand, we say if you change the way Allah He made you look like, you go to hell. In the other hand, we find that all of them, they are changing the way Allah He made them look like. Do you see how stupid this religion is? But I think using this tool to cut your, to do circumcision, I think this is a very nice way, to be honest with you. Just give it to your mother-in-law to do it for you. And she will never miss for sure. And by the way, it says here in Arabic, quddoom. And you know quddoom? Quddoom is a machine, has two sides. What if you hit with the wrong side, not the sharp one? You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how exactly quddoom look like. Yeah, this is a better picture. This is how quddoom look like. I hope that Abraham did not use the other side. Takbir. So he did use this side or that side? You think about it. Disclaimer, don't do that at home. You never know in this stupid world. People, they might do things. You never know. You might find Abdul now. He says, okay, Abraham, he did. I'm going to do it. So why you Muslim, you don't choose it to do? This is how Abraham do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, this is an ads, exactly. Yeah, this is ads. They call it ads, right? Yeah, this is what in Arabic, this is what it says actually, not ads. It's just quddoom. I've been in the translator, but you see here it says ads. This is the correct translation. So as you see, Muhammad and his curse is a stupid curse. If you want to curse, you should curse himself, because cursing the women for changing the way they look, yet he changed the way he look. This man is mentally ill. And you have to agree. And how Muhammad knew that Abraham, he used this tool